So we're getting to our fresh best of 3 this morning. On the top side of Sylphid, we have the red Protoss player representing Team Liquid. It is SKillous. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Terran player, the SC2 Terran. It is Taeja. We go. As Sylphid has been around for quite some time when it comes to the SCL map pool. Wait, has Sylphid been around from like almost the beginning? It's been a while. It's been it's been a while. But Sylphid is one of those maps that has kind of stood the test of time in the SCL map pool. I mean, I do enjoy the map, but you know, it's always nice whenever we get some new ports over. Sylphid was like the second map I made. Yeah, it's been around for a long time. Yo, it's gonna be the new Overgrowth, right? It's gonna How long did we have Overgrowth? Like what, 2 years? Jesus. Bring back Paradox. For now though, we're going to be opening up. Skills does find Taeja immediately. Remember, this is a 3-player spawn map, so Taeja is currently unaware of Skills' spawn location, and you can see Taeja scouting. He does scout bottom right, so checking for Skillous. Won't find him, eventually will. Polar Point was the first. There you go, there you go. Polar Point. But after the cast, I'll check the map pool for this tournament. Or actually, would you mind letting us know? Do we have an island map in this map pool for SCL 17? Or do we have like a pseudo island map? Do we have the one with rocks instead? I need my island map fix. I need to Thank you. I feel like we should have at least one per map pool, right? I would hope so. Is Arkanoid? Is Arkanoid the pseudo island map with like all the rocks? I think I'm thinking of Arkanoid. Maybe another one. There is a no. Smurge, papi, smurge. Not like this. Kion? Oh yeah, I think Kion is the one I was thinking of. Yeah. Is Kion the one with all the rocks? It's like everything's walled off, so you have to break through rocks to break out into the map. Meanwhile, Nicelay in the CC. It is going to be a 2-racks early Marauder opener here by Taeja. Okay. Marauders have been scouted. Skills knows. Yeah, Skills, he's aware with the concussive shell does finish. And Skills, he will get the hell out of there. He'll lose 1 Zealot, but overall, a pick off or a better trade for Skillous. Ideally, Taeja wanted to catch a Dragoon, but he fails to catch said Dragoon. Thinking of Arkanoid. Okay. Okay, fair enough. So I was thinking of Arkanoid. Yeah, I still remember. Kind is a snowy one. It's a 2-in-1 map, Brood War port. Oh, is Kion the one? Yeah. It's the one where it has like a pocket 3rd and like a pocket 4th. Like it's got some weird terrain. I think yeah, we've cast on Kion before. I think I remember it. Well, hopefully we can cast it at some point in this tournament. Celestial Enclave, Holy Worlds, Karis Passage, Kion, Mothership, Radion, Ruby Rock, Sylphid, 3 mirrors in the pool. Okay. I have some criticisms about the pool that's being used right now, but okay. But I'm also biased. I just want one island map. That's all I want, Pat. That's all I want. Is it balanced? Maybe not, but As SKillous, it does open up Dragoon going into Reaver drops. This is pretty standard. If you recall, we saw Classic play this very similar style. It is kind of one of the go-tos when it comes to Brutal Protoss. This is one of the criticisms that I have, is that it feels like this is kind of like almost the go-to in every matchup, is going Dragoon Reaver. We have seen some attempted changes and some attempted balance patches to try to make Stargate openers more viable, for example. That is true, and we have seen Stargate openers from time to time. We have also seen some charged and Zealot leg based builds as well. That is also true, but they're a little bit more niche. A little bit more niche. When it comes to Brutal Protoss, like Dragoon Reaver is kind of like the bread and butter, as SKillous does move out. Meanwhile, Taeja is getting into his own Cloak Banshee. Third CC is on the way. Taeja, can he defend though? Can he actually defend that natural? Because here comes the Reaver. Reaver's coming in. With the help of the Reaver, we can try to break through. Boards are being pulled. Reaver's a little bit too far back. Do we have detection? Uh-oh. No observatory. The Banshee has arrived. Cloak is almost done and there's no detection. Wait, what? No, he throws out a bay. That's meant to be an observatory. No. Yeah, the Banshee wreaks havoc, and this one Banshee could end the game. Straight up. Can we have a cannon on the way? Cloak is going to be activated. More probes are going to be going down. Everything races back home. And we're waiting for the cannon. Oof. We're waiting for the cannon, and I don't think he realizes that's not an observatory. No. Por favor, papi. Thankfully, it was just one Banshee, but here comes the second. Two Banshees, they can one-shot probes. There we go. Cancels the bay. Starts the observatory. Ay, ay, ay. SKillous, he had potential. He had potential to break the natural, but Banshees are pretty good. The invisible flying machine back. Hardware Publishing's been down for 8 months. True, true. It's not wrong, not wrong. Not wrong. As we have our attempted Reaver drop, it gets one SCV. No, Jesus. As the shuttle does get away. Yo, these elves are so fast. There's zoomy boys, man. Zealot legs are done. And SKillous, can he break this position? Tells him to somewhat clump up. Oof. Reaver pulls away. And nice retargeting here with the tank. Gets one of the Reavers. And one Reaver goes down. Banshees are still popping up. The Observer finally comes in. But the Banshees, they actually had so much more DPS to this. And Taeja's holding. He will lose control of his third. Taeja, he does hold, he does defend. SKillous has to pull away. No, we're getting into the mid game. Let's go for the first time. Like, I mean, yes, we've had some longer games and some maxed out armies already here tonight, but we haven't really had much of a back and forth. Like, I'm thinking of like the Solar versus Kiwian game, for example, where Solar was able to comfortably max out to get into Swarm Host and Kiwian was stuck at home. We didn't really have that back and forth. Can we get there this time? Can we get there? Taeja has a greater economy. And Reaver shots, not getting much done. It's maybe one SCV. There's no storm. No, there's no storm, Pappy. The Templar, get out of here. It looks like another misstep here from SKillous. There we go. Storm just now begins. That should have been done quite some time ago. Forgot the observatory, forgot storm. Messy game here from SKillous. Messy. Nikita, we gotta tighten up, man. We gotta tighten up. That's Banshees 8-9, the expansion. These Banshees, these are the same Banshees from the start of the game, by the way. They're still popping up. We have Hyperflight Rotors on the way. I mean, may as well. Taeja, of course, embracing mech. He's got a massive siege line. Nice SimCity as well. Again, this is what you need here against some more mobile Protoss composition. Just wall up with depots, turrets, CCs, planetaries. Taeja just fully walling up. Now, at this point, it's really similar to SC2 PVT, where if the Terran player is able to successfully get up to 3 bases and work towards a 4th and turtle up like this, as a Protoss player, you have to make a choice. You have to make a decision. Do you commit and try to max out with a gateway composition, mass expand, and try to break a turtling player, or do you throw down a fleet beacon, a Stargate, and start working towards Sky Toss? Right? Like you got to make a decision here, and more often than not, most players don't want to slow the game down. They don't like slowing the game down and slowly building up to Sky Toss, and they try to brute force the issue, but it is going to be difficult here to achieve. Now, the best that SKillous can hope for is to wait for Taeja to expand. Wait for Taeja to expose himself while he takes his 4th base. And that'll be an opening. There'll be an opening once the 4th base is being taken. Speaking of, here comes the 4th. Taeja does go for the northern base, and you can see that as he expands, he unsieged everything, and now this 3rd base is exposed, right? Now there's an opening here at the 3rd. Storm comes in. Here does go for the Storm drop. Does graze the army. Does only graze. SKillous, he rotates. Pushing to the center. This is where the tanks are. Yeah, the tanks are set up. Taeja's in position. Again, like this 3rd base is so exposed. But SKillous is unaware. He's unaware. Banshees, they hit both fringe bases. More Banshees are being built. No, the Templar. Losing one. Yeah, Storm doesn't quite connect. Taeja forcing his way in. SKillous trying to come in from behind, but the tanks, they punish. Oh, yeah, massive tank connections. Dragoons, they just get shut down. And Taeja at this point just bullying SKillous. Does overextend trading with the army, but there's no detection. Banshees, they just get some free damage. Free damage on the Dragoons. Tanks are pushing forward. There's still no detection, by the way. Oh, there we go. Observer now moves in, but the tank's already pushing forward. They're getting within range. SKillous setting up for a flank, but flanking with Dragoons. Oh no! Yeah, moves forward too soon with the Dragoons. Dragoons go down. Stealth able to break through. They're trying to at least. But these are expensive losses here for SKillous. Losing so many Dragoons. Then again, the economy is lackluster. No mining center left. Does have center right at least. But we lose the Nexus. Lose an expansion. They'll say force a bit of friendly fire. But again, Taeja has done it. Nexus goes down. And GG gets called. GG gets called as, again, SKillous, he had bled out so much there throughout the course of the game. Really unfortunate as SKillous, there were some key moments where he threw down the Bay instead of the Observatory, so late detection. He threw down the Temple Archives but forgot about Storm, so didn't have Storm available. A couple of key moments there, and with that, Taeja was able to secure himself and snowball out of control. GG, well played. Taeja to take a lead in the series, and we'll see if he can extend that lead or if SKillous can bounce back coming to game 2. Let's go. Coming into game number 2. Oh. As a reminder, it's going to be on SKillous to determine does he want to play StarCraft 2 or Brood War. Most likely switching to StarCraft 2. Go. Yes, it's going to be SSG Terran, sorry, SSG Protoss versus Brood War Terran. Game 2 is going to be on Vermeer. It is going to be a Brood War 4-player spawn map. Let's go. But yeah, it's a shame that publishing still is unavailable, so of course that is limiting any new maps to be made. But here we go, spawning in the top left-hand corner of Vermeer, we have the red Protoss player. The red Protoss representing Team Liquid down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back and force the ace match. It is a SKillous. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the teal Terran player. We have the Brood War Terran. It is Taeja. Here we go. Rumors are it'll be back in March. Yeah, I think that's coinciding with what's happening with the Chinese servers? Question mark? Maybe. It's a shame that it's taking so long. It's a shame. But I'd rather believe back soon. TM. Ah. Soon TM. As we are opening up, once again, it is going to be SC2 Protoss against Brood War Terran. We have Taeja going CC first, and he gets scouted immediately. Does get scouted. So probe does pull away. It is not uncommon to go CC first here on 4-player small maps. We see it from both Terran players, like Brood War Terran, SC2 Terran. Going for additional Raxes, going for what looks to be an earlier stim timing. So we have a very aggressive follow-up here from Taeja. It's going to be up to SKillous to confirm. Korea server has bled all of its population to the CN server, so many people have left in the arcade scene. Yeah, it's at least I'm familiar with Kerrigan Survival. Like, of course, Starduck. He's one of my many sons. He's like, and apparently a lot of the KS2 players have gotten Chinese accounts to play Kerrigan Survival on the Chinese server. I'm familiar. They had to jump through a lot of hoops to do so, but they got there. Okay, we're popping off from both sides. So we do have the early stim timing. We have the factory on the way. The academy is done, working towards stim. At the same time, though, SKillous going for a 1-base all-in. We have 4 gates back at home. We have the Prism on the way as well. So 4-gate 1-base all-in out of SKillous. The gateways aren't proxied, but he will have the Prism to reinforce. And we'll see if SKillous can break that natural. Remember, there's no factory-based units, there's no like defensive tanks or anything like that, but there is a bunker at least here on the low ground. It's going to be a tough hold. We'll see if Taeja can pull off this defense though. Proxy Immortal to support this. Let's go. Stalkers, they do drop in. Immortal gets cancelled. Boys are being pulled, so we can afford the warp in. We'll be in 4 Stalkers at a time. Remember, there's no bunker in the main. And there is no bunker. Stim is halfway done. But Marines, they do trade well. They start to step in. A lot of SCVs are going to be going down, but again, you can afford to lose them. Oh my god. And Taeja holds. Yeah, Taeja, he is holding. 7 SCVs go down. Taeja's still ahead in workers, still ahead in economy, and Stim is almost done. And once Stim finishes, I don't know if Skills can really pull this off. Going for a depths? Okay. They can shade in. They can shade in. Marines are holding their own. Depths they shade in towards the natural. Trying to pull Taeja apart. Up. And Taeja, he just abandons his natural. He cannot defend both locations at once. And he fully walls. He fully walls off. I believe losing 1 SCV. Just abandons the low ground. And again, this does feel extreme. It feels like a big loss. But remember, it's 1 base. Like, Skills only has 1 expansion. Taeja doesn't need his natural. He doesn't need it. So very mature decision. Marines, they move down to the bunker. Ooh, what Epsay do shade in. The shade gets cancelled. Marines, they trade well against the Adepts. That's most Adepts going down. Tank is sieged. The tank does siege. Now we have a second tank as well. And now up to 2 tanks. And SKillous expands. Yeah, there's a scan, reveals the expansion as well. SKillous trying to transition out of this. Remember, Taeja, he saved his command center so he can just float over. Can just floats. Nice move by SKillous. Just being annoying. And at this point, Taeja, he has survived, he has defended, he scans, he spots the army. Gonna be zoned away. And Taeja, he just ignores it. Wow, he just sends everything across the map. There's nothing at home to defend. There's nothing here. No. There should be a recall at least. A massive gamble here from Taeja. He scans, he sims in. There's no recall at the natural, and there's no recall in the main. No, there's no energy. No energy for a recall. The army's racing back home. Yeah, no recalls available. Probes are going to be going down, and Taeja, he just completely catches Skills with his pants down. The pants are down, Bobby. Every probe goes down. Massive damage. And that's game ending. That's game ending. 25 probe kills at the same time. Skills, he drops into the main base. GG gets called, and Taeja will take the series at 2-0. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Taeja, he will claim the series. Again, it was a cheeky build here by SKillous. Unfortunately, Taeja, he was well prepared for it. He had the safety bunker on the low ground. His Marines already in the main base. The initial Prism Harass did 0 damage. Really, I mean, I say that. He killed 7 SCVs, but that was not enough to really stabilize or get ahead. And again, a really mature decision for Taeja to give up on the natural, right? If he had tried to spread himself thin and tried to defend both bases, then most likely SKillous would have torn him apart. But Taeja, he just gave up on the natural. He recognized, hey, I don't need this. You're on 1 base. I can just lift. I can just evacuate and focus on my main base defense instead. GG. GG, well played. And of course, it was a big gamble to just rally and send everything right down mid across the map. And SKillous, he missed the move out. He missed the move out. There was no energy for recalls back home. The Nexuses, they were busy chrono boosting, so no energy, no recall. GG. GG, well played. And with that, we have our semi-finalists. Let's go. We have our semi-finalists here. Coming into the top 4, we have Solar versus Taeja in a ZVT, and we have Classic versus Beyond in a PVT. Oh boy, we have our semi-finals. Not just that, but the semi-finals also best of 5s. Bear that in mind. These are going to be best of 5s moving forward, and a best of 5 finals as well. So we're going to be going on a short break. I see in the chat someone asking, is this the StarCraft 1 mod? I'm clueless. This is StarCraft Evolution. This is StarCraft 1, oh sorry, this is Brood War versus StarCraft 2. Brood War versus StarCraft 2. So it is a unique mod that does kind of pit together these two different races or two different versions of the game against each other. Remember, this is not a kind of like carbon copy of Brood War into StarCraft 2. The units have been balanced, patched, and adjusted to be more balanced against StarCraft 2. So changes have been made for balance purposes, of course. And the mod is actively patched. For now, though, we are going to be going on a short break. Here. When we return, we will have the semifinals. We'll have the semis ready for you. Again, it's going to be solo versus Taeja and classic versus Beyond. We'll see you guys soon. Take this time to get some snacks, get some food, get some water, drain your disruptors, massage your marines, and we'll see you guys in a couple of minutes with the semis. See you soon. See you soon.